the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And there were rumblings about DeMarcus Cousins getting traded or wanting out last season. Ownership said they wouldn't trade him for anyone and put those rumors to rest.
Listen, it would be impossible to get equal value for the Cousins trade. He's not going anywhere. He's already a top center in the league and still very young. He just has to learn to get along with upper brass to win a championship.
And you've heard it from upper brass. So the center is the hardest position to fill.
A beautiful view from the Manhattan Bridge looking west to the setting sun. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings in their last game, a loss to Atlanta at Phillips Arena.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Terrence Jones out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Rondo in at the point. Now here's Rondo, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
Here is Rondo, following the basket by Freak. Here's Anthony. He had 13 points in the win against Philadelphia. Here's Aflalo. Here's Lopez. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Rondo. Feeds to Cousins. Lopez with the block. And he's able to get it back. And that one's good. Cousins. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anthony, the pass to Freak. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And here are the Kings now. The Knicks making the shot, and it's Rondo penetrating. Rondo with another miss. For New York, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Porzingis. Lopez kicks to Anthony. 11 feet away, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Cousins. And stolen by Freak. And now Aflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here is Rondo. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. No good from Gay.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Anthony dishes to Freak.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Right now, let's find out what head coach George Karl had to say to our Doris boy. Doris?
Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Lopez. Following the miss by Terrence Jones. Lopez. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, that's an easy bucket.
Now here's Anthony. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Pass to Aflalo. Kicks it to Freak. There's the pass to Lopez. A second chance effort, and he drops that one in. Lopez has got 7 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. Just an incredible month of basketball. 6th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
Spates checked in for the Knicks. Roten comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Sacramento, Cannony's checked in for Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And stolen by Roten. Anthony left side. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Anthony's got his second basket of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Collison. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's deflected, out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. So for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Anthony. And then for Sacramento, Kuvas checked in for Cousins. Hickson comes in for Terrence Jones, and it's Caspian for Rudy Gay. Just 5 to shoot. Collison. Sacramento gets it back. New York with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And that one's good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Here's Cannon. He's covered by Roten. There's a good screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And that one falls for Cannon. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. Freak kicks to Williams. New York moving it around. Freak, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good. Freak.
In a big game for Freak. He's already got 9 points and some assists, too. How about 3 of them? He's doing great work for him right off the bat.
And if he can keep this up, guys, this is going to be a huge day. And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And Sacramento has possession following the miss by Freak. And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist from Roten. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Roten. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Williams kicks to Roten. Here's Freak. And he converts the layup. Freak's got 11.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here is Caspi. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Collison. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Freak. Williams kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Freak. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Knicks up by 15. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
The Knicks leading by 15. Freak, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Gerald Green. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group New York will start the second with. Now here's Freak. He had 22 points in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
The Kings trail by 17. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 22 points and seemed to have a hand in every defensive stop. Good numbers for him in both the steals and blocks columns. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Here's Rondo. The Knicks making the shot. He dishes it to Jones. Off the pick. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Anthony against Gay. Out to the right wing. Here's Freak. 5 to shoot. And not sure what he was thinking there. The Kings trail by 15. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got 6.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Number 1, the Knicks.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
New York leading by 13. Passes it to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. A fader. And it's Freak missing. Kings have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Gay with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta. Down low, Cousins, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
And Cousins drops them both.
How about the night Cousins is having? He's got 8 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
And it's Freak missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Lopez with the steal. The drive by Green. Here's Anthony. And the rejection by Cousins. Rondo with it. Out defended by Freak. Rondo passes to Cousins. He kicks to Jones, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And New York making a change here. Aflalo's checked in. The Knicks leading by 11. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Now the dish to Freak. Aflalo outside. To the wing on the left. To end the drought, Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 11 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Gay outside. Gay is doubled. Back to Rondo. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Here's Porzingis. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Freak dishes to Aflalo. Puts one up from 19. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
36-21.
The Kings trail by 15. Outside Rondo. Dishes to Jones. The shot will not go. And New York will come the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And it's Freak missing.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Spates comes in for Robin Lopez. And Roten subbed in for Freak. Darren Collins. And we've reached halftime in this one. Knicks lead by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
DeMarcus, you guys seem to have a lot of opportunities to score, but have not been able to capitalize as much as usual. Is this something that you've talked to the team about?
That's something I've been preaching on. They're giving us a lot of opportunities, and we got to do something with it. So hopefully we can keep them missing shots and we can get something out of it.
Hopefully they're listening to your sermon, DeMarcus. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
He's got great vision, Greg, and he's not afraid to get rid of it early. That's what makes him such a great passer. He doesn't hold on to that thing. He finds the open guy right away.
On the floor for Sacramento, Bellinelli is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Jones. And it's Cousins in at the 5. And the dunk by Lopez.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The Kings haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. That one misses for Rondo. The Knicks leading by 14. And a follow kicks to Freak. Here's Porzingis. Off target from three-point range. The Kings shooting about 42% so far. Follow against Rondo. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And a follow kicks to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Rajon Rondo. The Knicks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Freak. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Rondo. He's got 6. Gay outside. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Knicks leading by 13. Freak passes to Porzingis. From 15 feet away, Afflalo, that's good. Afflalo's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Rondo. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Cousins. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the middle, here's Freak. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
New York ball.
Here's Porzingis. Sacramento grabs the miss. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
Anthony dishes to Freak. Can't hit. Rondo with some nice D.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Well, for the past month, it's been quite a three-point shooting display for these small forwards. Just check out their percentages from long range. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
He is a sharpshooter, guys. I mean, no doubt about that. Just who you want roaming on the wing and waiting for the defense to fall asleep.
Well, you know what? The way he's been rolling from the three-point line, you can't go to sleep on it. And any defense that does needs to be reprimanded.
That's good.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And here are the Kings now, trailing by 13. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Afflalo outside. Now here's Freak. He's got 17. Porzingis can't hit. Rondo against Anthony. Rondo kicks to Jones. High post Cousins. Screen by Cousins. To the left side wing. Uncovered. Bank shot. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now, Freak. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Anthony, the pass to Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 19 points for Freak.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Gay outside. Shot from 12. And it's Freak with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Pass to Porzingis. Freak dishes to Anthony. New York moving it around. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. It's stolen. Here's Bellinelli. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Gay. Freak kicks to Afflalo. Lopez sets a screen for Afflalo. Outside Anthony. There's the feed to Freak. Clock at 4. And Rondo sends it back. Pass to Bellinelli. Rondo with a clean look. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Freak kicks to Afflalo. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Knicks?
And, guys, something every team strives for is getting points off of turnovers, and they've done that here in both halves.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Spates checked in for Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
The Kings trail by 18. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at the point. Williams is out there with Anthony. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Roten in at the shooting guard position. And Freak throws it down.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Rondo with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. And he misses the fast break layup.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Williams passes to Freak, and the rejection by Cousins. The drive by Collison. Gay. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And that's now 7 points for Rudy Gay. The Knicks leading by 15. Anthony dishes to Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Shooting for New York. Freak at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Freak. Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Porzingis comes in for Williams. Terrence Jones is checked in for Sacramento. Bellinelli comes in for Darren Collison. Good on both. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Rondo kicks to Cousins. It's Gay on the wing. Cousins with a screen on Anthony. The drive by Gay. The Knicks pull it in. Freak's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Porzingis. Feeds it to Anthony. Shoots a fader. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side, Rondo. And it's denied.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Passes to Porzingis. It's Anthony with the drive. It's stolen by Rondo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Shooting for New York, Rudy Gay. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Looking at the numbers for Rudy Gay, he has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Gay hits them both. New York leading by 15. Freak kicks to Anthony. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Sacramento's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Rondo with it, out defended by Freak. Screen by Cousins. Jones, the pass to Bellinelli. Wide open look. He squares up and sinks it. The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Freak dishes to Carmelo. Inside. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
This is the slip thing.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Screen by Jones. Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Gay. And the 3 off target.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Roden kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Freak. Back to Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. And the Knicks lead by 15.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Kicks it to Cousins.
New York foul. Robin Lopez. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, DeMarcus Cousins. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Tony Roten. And he sinks the second. And so here is New York. They led by as many as 18 points. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Rondo kicks to Gay. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for the Knicks, Rudy Gay. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
To the inside, and stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Shot's good by Gay.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Pass to Porzingis. He kicks it to Aflalo. Outside Anthony. New York moving the ball around. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting for New York. Free. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
And both free throws good from Freak. The Kings trail by 13. Rondo kicks to Gay. Taken away by Anthony. Now here's Freak. Guarded closely. Nice D from Cousins.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Knicks leading by 11. Anthony kicks to Freak. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Gay.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And here is Anthony. Aflalo outside. And stolen by Gay. The dish to Rondo. Lopez against Cousins. From 10 feet out, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Follow the pass to Freak. And he uses the glass on the way up. Freak's got 27 points.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Sacramento calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
Gay dishes to Rondo. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. That's short off the rim. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Lopez. 11 feet out, and he hits it. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Here's Gay.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for New York.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Rondo kicks to Gay to end the run. Another miss by Gay. Here's New York. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And the pass to Porzingis. Down low. Here's Freak. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Rondo drives in. No good.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire, and it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was just trying my hardest to sell every fake I threw. A lot of times you can just go through the motions and stuff, but if you work hard to sell a fake, you can open up space like I was able to. I can make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
Well, he certainly pulled his weight in the rebound department. His energy and his positioning were fantastic. Forget about everything else he did. His work on the glass alone had a big impact tonight.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.